Hey guys, Wells Knight here, and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Our colony's going relatively well, all things considered. Right now we're putting up what is ultimately going to be our workshop, I'm thinking. We're mining this area out. We need to get more wood. I just realized we are like completely out of it. So, plant cutting should probably be a priority for someone. Maybe we take, who's better at construction? Ace, Seeds and Ace are both decent at construction. Let's take Seeds off of construction as a priority. We just kind of want to spread these things around a little bit. You're a much better miner. Yeah, this will be good. Because we want people cutting wood, we want people doing all sorts of different things. But I want to get this workshop built, and to do that, we need wood to be chopped and all that kind of good stuff. We're also hauling a bunch of steel down here to our stockpile, so that's good. This is a dead rabbit. We'll unforbid it. I suppose we can make it into food. Blackjack's going to turn it into meat right away for us. That's good. This also should be clean. Don't I have... I thought cleaning was a priority for a lot of people, although I suppose some people have no reason to go there. And there's other stuff going on, so I guess I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. Looks like this is getting built, though, our workshop. And then we're going to take our stockpile that's over here, and up here we're going to say, hey, this is where we put a bunch of stuff, right? Let them do their stuff. We're going to have to start worrying about, well, I mean, research is going to be part of this workshop. Research, we're going to have to start worrying about defenses fairly soon. I just realized that's been sitting here for who knows how long. Let's turn that into fresh, resources for us. That's probably wise. But we've got crops being grown. We've got a prison. We got a hospital, we got individual bedrooms for everyone, freezers up and running, we got a butchery table and an electric stove going. Like, all in all, considering this is episode 3 of season 2 and we're just starting it, I'm actually really happy with our progress so far. Our colony is doing okay. It's not perfect. There's still things that'll have to get, done and improved upon, but all in all, we could be in a way worse position than we're in. So... and a raid. And it's one dude with a club. Did he say he was attacking immediately? Yeah, he's definitely attacking immediately. Okay, so, Blackjack, Ace, well, actually, all of you guys, you're all drafted. Okay? Ace, I want you to post up right here. Blackjack, here. Seeds, here. Get to your spots. And start shooting. Okay, you? Seeds, buddy? Hold on. Let's look at your character real quick. Your melee stat is kind of atrocious. But we're going to say melee attack. And then you're taking fire from behind. There we go. All right, so you're all undrafted. That's unforbidden. You're dead. Seeds, I want you to go and rest until healed. Everyone else, go back to your business. We're good to go. I'm not sure why. There we go. I was gonna say I'm not sure why those options are grayed out, but whatever. All right, so now. Furniture. We need a lamp. We need light in this building. Like, that needs to be a thing. Seeds is going to get all healed up from his little fight. I will have a lot more heal root relatively soon. Is Seeds... who's my best doctor? Blackjack, not Seeds. Okay, good. So I don't feel bad about making Seeds take damage then. All right, so production... we need, first and foremost, well, let's hold on. We can't do the full-blown research bench yet, but let's put a simple research bench here. And then over here, we're going to put a stonecutter's table And I suppose I should have an electric tailor bench over here. And I think that's it for now. I mean, we can put a sculptor's table over here, but whatever. I'm not really worried about art right this moment. We will eventually. That day will come, but that day is not today. And then since that's going to be an electric tailor bench, we should probably run that power conduit over to right there. Just so it has power. And we're doing okay on wood. Not amazing, but we're doing okay. Dude, seeds. Oh, okay, you're eating. Fair enough. That's a valid reason to not be in bed. But now, rest until healed. Dude, get healthy. I need you healthy because I can't fend off raids reliably with 2 people. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't want to risk it. You know, if we get raided, I want all hands on deck. For sure. And I have a research thing now. Good. So, first thing I want to make, I think, it's probably microelectronics. And then gun turrets. But I think that's going to be very important, and that'll also allow us to make the high-tech research bench, which will allow us to be more efficient with our research in general. After that, we'll go back and we'll do hydroponics and all that kind of good stuff. But we're trying to kind of get this underway as best we can. Indoor is nice and cool. This needs to be cleaned up, but I'll worry about that at a later time. All this needs to be hauled inside, actually. So maybe... Well, we'll let them do their thing. You know what? We want to let the system work. Right now, we should have a system that's pretty good as far as, like, letting people do, you know, their jobs and prioritizing things, making sure that there's never anything going on for too long without getting done. You know, there's always somebody hunting or always somebody growing or whatever. Let's let the system do its job. I think that's important. Okay, cool. Don't care. I'm not leaving my area just yet. I can't send people on convoys. As tempting as that is. We're making food. We're making stuff. Okay, so we need to start thinking about defenses. I mean, obviously this is a choke point. This is a choke point that we'll just probably wall this whole thing off altogether. Make it like a 3-thick wall and hopefully discourage people from trying to come through there. But then we need to decide if we want to make a wall like here, or if we want to make one wall here and one wall here. And I'm kind of leaning towards that second option because there is a geothermal power vent right here that we could turn into power later. And it gives us a lot of room for expansion. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, we're not there until we can start stone cutting and getting granite walls and stuff like that up and in place for the most part. But as I said before, you know, that day will come, and that day will probably come sooner rather than later. Because once we get our research going, speaking of which, who's decent at research? Aces. I mean, Ace is prioritizing other things, though, which is good. Like, construction should come before research. Hauling and cleaning should probably come before research as well. But once the stuff is hauled or cleaned, I want you researching stuff, for sure. That's important. All in all, though, things are happening, and I'm quite happy with that. And we actually got some berry bushes right there. We should look and see. Are there any more? Is that the only berry bush? I think that's the only berry bush. Okay, that's fine. We'll harvest the berry bush, though. Right? Yeah, harvest. I'm kind of surprised that's the only berry bush. But then we've got wild healed root. Do you have to individually Yeah, you have to individually click. Oh, that's annoying. Can you, like, is there any way to select all of that? It doesn't look like it. I mean, I suppose what we could do is go orders, harvest, and just draw. Oh, they'll automatically harvest anything in our fields. We could just do something like that, right? And they'll go through and they'll harvest berries and all that kind of stuff. That could be useful. I don't know. This all is going to have to be cleaned for sure. But our food supplies are looking good. I'm happy with that. I mean, we're getting berries harvested. We're getting heel root grown, which is amazing for us. Like, we actually have medicinal supplies, which is great. That's something we were lacking for a lot of the last colony. So I'm quite happy there. We do have a thunderstorm going on, but it's a rainy thunderstorm, so the rain should put out any fires that pop up. I think we'll be okay. Need research project. You have the equipment to do research. Did I not say? Yo, I said microelectronics. Like, I said research that. I could have sworn I did. Maybe I forgot to click the button, but I could have sworn that I said do microelectronics. Whatever. Also, Turkey, you just happen to be hanging out here. Like, sorry, that you've basically made yourself lunch. If you just want to hang out in the middle of my camp, that's easy pickings for my hunters. I'm good with that. All for it. We got a lot of steel, though. All things considered, which is great. I just realized I'm saying all things you considered quite often. When you consider all the things, we're doing quite well. Perhaps that sounds a little better? I don't know. But the good news is we just got we got all of our cleaning done. And cleaning is pretty low down the #1 priority list. So that means our work is, progressing. We should have Ace working on research here pretty soon. There's going to be some hauling and things like that needs to be done. But yeah. Oh, is that turkey? Yeah, that turkey is toast. You picked a lousy place to wander around. I also kind of like the fact that Blackjack is hunting and then instantly cooking whatever he brings back. I kind of like that. Oh, speaking of thunderstorms, I just heard a pretty loud clash of thunder at my house. Hopefully my power stays on. Anyway, Ace researching. Good. Good. What else can we get done at this point? So we need to go tailor bench. We need to add bills to this. Add. We're in August right now. We should probably make some toques. We should probably make some parkas. And then we should probably just make some extra, pants, t-shirts, stuff like that. All these different things, just so our people have clothes. And then here, make granite blocks forever. And then we'll say any stone block after granite. And, wait a minute. Granite first. Any stone blocks after granite. So they'll just, any stone that they have, they'll turn it into resources with which to build walls with and all that kind of good stuff. Who else is decent at crafting? Ace? Okay. So Blackjack is basically going to be our main crafter. We're going to have him make the clothes first so that our people can have, A, have winter clothes, and B, have replacement clothes if their current clothes get tattered or worn down or whatever. Seeds, why are you idle? Okay. You're idle? Dude, I can find stuff for you to do. Mining. You can mine. So, mining. We're going to leave seeds on mining. And we're going to say orders. Mine that. That'll keep you busy for a little while, seeds. Should, anyway. And we'll just take the other ones down to like a 4 in mining. Because I only want Seeds to do it. And Seeds is actually, like, good at it, so... But that'll keep him busy at least for a bit, and then that should expose some more steel as well. We could also say that also needs to be mined. But I want to get those clothes made. Also, we've got a lot of... Did I get all the wood? Okay, so hold on. Here's what we're going to do. Orders. Cancel. Cancel those mining orders. Go back to work. Increase those. Orders. Chop wood. Like, we actually are badly in need of wood, so if you want to do that, like, have at it, man. And then we'll say... We'll turn those guys to 4s in plant cutting. So Seeds will chop wood, but only after the growing and the mining is done, and any hauling and cleaning. But he'll go and chop down this whole forest by himself, basically, which I'm fine with. Have at it, dude. I'm good with it. In the meantime, they'll craft up other things. We want to get our research done as quickly as possible. We need to start getting into turrets and all that kind of good stuff. It'll be very important for us. And then the other thing that we should probably do is go structure, wall, and let's say here, 1, 2, 3, 4, there. Right? So in each of these spots, we're gonna put walls there, and this is gonna become a stockpile. So we need zone, expand or build roof area, and we want to roof that off. And then what we should probably do is go floors, and at least change this into... No? Can this not be made into smooth floor? Like, do I have to make it? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's make sure that all of that is at least smoothed. And we'll let them sleep. We'll do that in the morning. That'll get done. But then we need to go orders, chop that stuff down. And then this like leftover stuff. Well, here's how we'll do it. We'll say chop down all the plants, and then we'll go back and we'll issue a chop wood order to get rid of that. And then I think what we'll do is these orders over here, we'll cancel those because we want to prioritize this stuff first. Just so it gets done. This smooth floor thing, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a stockpile. I don't even care. Stop it with the stockpile and stupidity. Chop wood. Okay, there we go. But this is going to be a zone. And this will be a zone like so. And we're going to say here, clear all, right? And what we want to put here is, let's see, no food, no drugs. In fact, no manufactured anything. In here, we want to put stone blocks. In fact, basically all raw resources except for plant matter, I think is what we want to put in there. And then corpses. Is it chunks? Stone chunks. where is like leather and all that kind of stuff? Let's try scrolling up a little bit. Is it under manufactured? Ah, textiles. Right there. There we go. So that's what we want to put in the stockpile. And we want to change this to a priority preferred. Now, the downside of that means basically all of this is going to get hauled to over here. In fact, maybe what we should do is say storage, clear all, allow all, but no dead bodies, except for mechanoid corpses. Those are okay. And then we say no foods and no medicine or drugs. Yeah, we'll do that. So now they're going to haul, like, all of this stuff. Basically, all of that is going to end up over here. Eventually, I want to have a separate stockpile where finished clothes and guns and things like that will be stored, but we'll get to that in time. But the idea is that as they're building stuff in the workshop, right, if they're doing, oh, you're dead. Poor guy. I feel like I may have, I feel like that just popped up. Maybe that message has been there a while and I just didn't see it. I don't know. Whatever. He'll get hauled. And he should still get hauled away over here, right? Yeah. Yep. Good. And then you... No... Needs? Observed a corpse, which is fine. That was when he just saw us. So yeah, he's good. And then I don't know what we're going to do with this building. Maybe this is where we'll put weapons and clothes. I don't know. I'd really like for that to be closer, though. Let's just delete that zone. I'd really like for the final products that are produced here to be closer than way down here. Maybe we'll put them like here instead, like a little building, or maybe we'll carve like a little area into the hill and you'll like walk through a little doorway here that puts you into a thing like back in this room or something. I don't know. We'll sort it out. This isn't the most efficient colony layout in the world, I'm sure, but I think it's coming along pretty well. All things considered, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing fine. And everyone's asleep. Sleeping like a little baby. At least for another couple hours until they wake up and I send them all back into indentured servitude. How are we doing on wood? Pretty good. I think it is time to start preparing for some additional colonists. So we want to build another suite of houses over here. And we want a door there, there, and there. Furnitures, floors, wood. Right? Get all that stuff going. Temperatures, we want vents, like so, yet again. And furniture, torch lamp, boop, boop, and boop. There we go. So we're basically getting just a second set of buildings created here, which I think is a good idea. And that way, when we get new colonists, we'll be able to easily, easily accommodate them. We'll make sure that we're prepared. Because I think we're at the point now where we can take on a new colonist if the opportunity presents itself, and we won't have to worry too much. You know, we've got food. We've got research going. We have enough beds. We have, all these different things that we require. we're in a position now where I think I can comfortably take on new colonists without having to worry about overextending ourselves too much. And I think that's a really important thing. Like, that's a big step. Also, these zones are almost cleared out, so that's good. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but we'll get that zone, all that stuff moved over here, which will be good. And then, you know, that kind of centrally locates it a little bit more within the camp as well. So I think that's a good thing. Everyone's going to be going to sleep here pretty quick. After a nice long day of basically hauling stuff back and forth. Our food situation is good. We could probably afford to do a little bit more hunting. And certainly we could afford to do a bit more tree chopping for sure. Who is, okay. Everyone's basically a number one on haul. So that stuff's going to happen first. An eclipse has begun. Okay, so there's not going to be any power during the day. That's a little frustrating. I can't remember. Were any of my characters night owls? I don't think so. Oh, Ace is a night owl. Okay, so we need to actually change that. So Ace likes to be up during the night. She gets a mood bonus if awake at night between 11 o'clock p.m. and 6 a.m. All right, so we need to go like this, right? That's Ace. So Ace, let me see your character stats again. So awake, mood loss. If awake during the day. So from 11 to 18, she definitely needs to be sleeping during that time. So Ace, restrict, sleep, 11 to 18. That's when you should be sleeping, right? And I think that's 8 hours of sleep. Is that right? Is that what would... Does she require 8 hours of sleep? If awake during the day, 11 to 18. Maybe I'm losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, whatever. You're going to sleep for that long. You guys are also... You know what, we should probably, since our colony's in a pretty good spot right now, we should probably give them a little bit more sleep than what we're giving them. We are going to give them a little bit less, well, no, we'll make sure we give them lunch. But that way they're not awake for so long. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so then right before you go to bed, right after you wake up, and then... work for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you work for 5 hours, get a 2-hour break. That's a better idea. Because Ace is a night owl. And I didn't realize that. She does not like the fact that she gets a debuff for being awake during the day. Didn't realize that she was a night owl. That's unfortunate. I should have caught that earlier. Oh, well, that's fine. The downside is I'm going to have to wake her up for raids and stuff, but whatever. I mean, there's also a possibility I could have had to wake up Blackjack for raids and stuff. So, I mean, who cares? Let's just delete that stockpile altogether. And then we can change this to normal. Because now this is the stockpile. This is the one right here. Because the other ones are all cleared out. And that actually leaves us a nice big open space over here for stuff, which will be good. We'll probably end up putting maybe like hydroponic stuff there. Who's idle? Seeds. Dude. I got you. Orders. Chop wood. Go chop all the wood. That's all you, buddy. That'll keep him busy for a while, for sure. For sure. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Not too bad. Ace should be sleeping, right? Did I not? I thought you were supposed to be sleeping at that time. Maybe she'll start with the next day? I don't know what the deal is there. Or maybe because it's an eclipse, she's fine. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's she prefers she thinks it's night or something. I don't know. 20 hours. It's 9 o'clock. Seeds is going to bed. Blackjack will probably be going to bed here pretty quick. Ace is going to stay up researching until late into the evening. That's kind of fitting for a scientist in research. Just up late at night grinding away at the research work. Kind of cool if you think about it. But guys, I think that is a good place to go ahead and end off this episode. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Ooh, and we'll be starting with a raid at the start of next episode. Not too bad. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.